Alright, welcome back to the Final Fantasy X Masters mod.
The Mushroom Rock Road is...
Okay. In the last episode, we took out the Chocobo Eater, as well as fought off Ifrit, and in this episode, we're going to head over to Mushroom Rock Road.
The Mushroom Rock Road...
One thing
You have to leave your chocobos. Come on.
One thing we have to consider, and I kind of realized this after reading the patch notes, is that a lot of the enemies are set up so that you can so that you can actually beat them without necessarily having to struggle through the fight, I guess. I'm not really sure how to explain it. I just kind of recognized that, the mod has a lot of ways to counteract the changes that were made. Specifically, I'm just talking about when we were fighting the floating eye. I was really struggling with that fight. Okay. And after reading the patch notes, I realized that you don't have to struggle through that fight as hard. There's also these kind of tutorials that I didn't realize were a thing or kind of important. Okay, so I don't particularly remember this being a super long portion of the game. As in, like, I don't remember Mushroom Rock Road taking a super long time to get through, but I might be misremembering, to be fair. So it uses a draining attack that can poison and put you to sleep. These two things are going to get a turn. Lightning Elemental Gaze, so that's the same. Guards allies only attacks when alone. Okay, so we're not going to be able to hit anything.
Got you covered.
Until we kill the big thing. So probably good to set up a little bit.
Shield us from thunderous bane.
And we'll have Orin come in and hopefully deal with this thing in a couple of hits. There's definitely some irony in everything just going directly after Orin as soon as I bring him in. Probably a good time.
Light shine strong, our woe be gone.
And Orin's gonna go next. I would really like to kill the floating eye this turn. Trying to consider how to do that. And at least it didn't sleep poison Yuna that time. Big Sting's gonna get another turn. I think I can kill... I can kill that. I don't think I can, but... I guess I just have to hit it, right? I don't want to use all of Yuna's MP for the first battle.
Bring it on.
This thing heals so much, man. Guess it comes down to, do I think Lulu can do enough damage in one hit? She should be able to. But she can't. She didn't get put to sleep at least, so she can finish. No, she can't. It's a lot tougher than I think it was expecting it to be.
Booyah.
Yeah, that thing having so much healing is kind of a problem. And we're gonna get back into this issue where I can't use all of Yuna's MP just to heal everybody, because I'm gonna need her for other things. Yeah, this is gonna be tough.
I'm just... No, not this way. That...
Here's a Waka. Maybe we can make something happen with that.
Allow me.
I just feel like it never like counts half the rotations that I put into that thing. Ow. Okay. I know she was hurt, but that hurt. How much health does this thing have left? 145. I don't even think a physical attack is gonna do enough. Ah, I missed it going. Oops. Alright, at least I hit the one I wanted. Kamari has a SOS No Blaze armlet on, so he won't die in this fight, fortunately. I just needed to get to half HP. I did not know that was not classified as fire damage, actually. That is a problem. Alright, well at least it was a quick reset.
Eject. Braska.
Yeah, I'm slowly but surely just feeling like I don't have the resources to get much farther.
Shield us from thunderous bane.
Like, the boss fights are fine. I just, every time I get to these random encounters, I never feel like I can keep up. Just because they require so many of your resources. Okay, we've got lots of changes to go over and lots of encounters to talk about. If you're this far in the video, I want to say thank you for supporting the series and apologize for the length of the episode. I cut out as much as I felt comfortable with, but the encounters take 3 to 5 minutes a piece, and I want to show them off along with the boss fights, taking close to 20 to 30 minutes per attempt, and I want to be sure to add the failed attempts as well, so there's some understanding of how I built my strategies. If you'd prefer the normal hour or so length videos going forward, I can start cutting the videos into random encounters than the boss fights, as it seems these are only going to get harder as we move forward, but I would prefer to keep everything in one video so that you don't have to wait as long for the next part of the series to come out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, let's get into the sphere grid changes for each character from the Chocobo Eater fight. Starting off, Walk gains 400 HP, 3 Strength, 5 Defense, 2 Evasion, 2 Agility, and the ability Aim. Lulu gains 200 HP, 3 Agility, 2 Defense, 4 Magic Defense, 3 Magic, and 4 Evasion. Orin gains 400 HP, 3 Strength, 1 Agility, 7 Defense, the ability Guard, 20 MP, and 2 Strength. Yuna gains 3 Magic, 200 HP, 2 Agility, 4 Accuracy, 4 Defense, 3 Magic Defense, and the abilities Life and Prey. Tidus gains 20 MP, 3 Defense, 400 HP, 2 Strength, 3 Agility, 2 Accuracy, and the abilities Delay Attack and Provoke. And finally, Kimahri gets a whopping 20 Evasion and 8 Accuracy along with 800 HP. He also learns the ability Thunder, as I've used the Return Sphere to finally move him over to Lulu's grid, so he'll be following in her tracks. I would expect that I'll be using anything like Agility Spheres that are given to me going forward on Lulu's grid, so that Kimahri can also benefit from it. Moving over to the changes for the encounters on the Mushroom Rock Road, then the main boss fight. The Voivare had its HP increased from 255 to 1200, MP reduced from 22 to 0, Strength increased from 20 to 26, Magic increased from 21 to 24, Magic Defense reduced from 120 to 0, and is now immune to Petrification, along with its resistance to Sleep, Silence, and Darkness reduced to 0. Get used to hearing this a lot. It will only use Guard unless all other monsters are dead, otherwise it will use Ultra Quick Hit 66% of the time and Breath the other 33% of the time unless Valifor is present, in which case it will always use Breath. The Aperia had its HP increased from 180 to 420, MP reduced from 35 to 0, Strength increased from 15 to 20, and its resistance to Sleep, Silence, and Darkness reduced to 0. It now uses a draining attack that can poison you and put you to sleep at a 70% rate. The Thunderflan had its HP increased from 450 to 600, MP reduced from 50 to 20, and Magic increased from 17 to 36. Agility increased from 16 to 12, and had its resistances to Fire and Ice removed alongside Sleep, Silence, and Darkness. If it does not currently have Null Tide active, it will cast Null Tide, otherwise it will only counterattack with Thunder. The Red Element had its HP increased from 450 to 900, MP reduced from 130 to 10, Magic increased from 23 to 25, and now takes half damage from fire attacks instead of absorbing them. Its resistance to Silence was dropped to 0 and will only cast Tri-Fire unless silenced, in which case it will not act. The Raptor had its HP increased from 200 to 480, MP reduced from 45 to 0, Strength increased increased from 18 to 23, and its resistance to sleep, silence, and darkness reduced to 0. This is essentially just a slightly stronger version of Imperia, as it uses the same draining attack. The Lamishtu had its HP increased from 275 to 1400, MP decreased from 21 to 0, Strength increased from 23 to 30, Magic increased from 20 to 28, Magic defense reduced from 120 to 0, and now takes half damage from ice attacks. It is also just a slightly stronger version of the Voivare. The Gandharwa had its HP increased from 148 to 345, MP reduced from 160 to 10, Defense increased from 0 to 30, Magic reduced from 23 to 1, Agility increased from 9 to 18, and its resistance to sleep, silence, and darkness reduced to 0. It will start its turn in one of two ways, either casting Berserk on a random party member, or casting Reflex then swapping to the other. If it casts Reflex 5 times, it will start casting Flare instead, and if all party members are Berserked, it will cast Flare as well. It also counterattacks with Osmos, stealing half of its target's MP. If I ever see this enemy again, please understand I will be writing a strongly worded letter to the entire Final Fantasy X modding community. Next up, the Fungar had its HP increased from 540 to 750, MP reduced from 60 to 10, Magic increased from 26 to 29, Agility increased from 4 to 10, and its resistance to sleep, silence, darkness, and zombie reduced to 0, and is now immune to the eject status effect. It will mostly cast fire magic, but sometimes uses water, the main gimmick being that on death it will cast pollen, meaning it is best to leave this thing as long as you can, else face some pretty tough consequences. Final random encounter is Garuda with an HP increase from 4000 to 4500, MP reduced from 50 to 5, Strength increased from 21 to 35, Defense increased from 0 to 60, Agility increased from 14 to 11, and now has an elemental weakness to ice. Its immunity to confuse, provoke, and sleep were removed, along with its resistance to silence. And finally, the big bad Sinspawn Dewey fight. There are 3 sets of changes, one for the body, head, and arms respectively. The body had its MP lowered from 30 to 20, Strength increased from 29 to 32, Magic increased from 20 to 26, Magic defense decreased from 30 to 0, its immunity to poison and slow are now a 40% resistance. It is now fully susceptible to magic armor and mental breaks. It is no longer immune to delay. The head had its MP reduced from 200 to 100, defense and magic defense increased from 0 to 160, and agility increased from 15 to 19. Its immunity to zombie, poison, silence, and slow are removed, and now has a 40% resistance. Its armor break, mental break, distills, and doom immunity were removed, and its poison resistance was reduced from 25 to 10%. Then the arms had their HP increased from 800 to 1500, MP reduced from 1 to 0, all elemental attacks set to half damage, and distills and doom immunity removed, along with its delay in vulnerability. The mechanics of the fight are pretty self-explanatory, and you'll see them during the actual boss fight when I get to that point, so I'm just going to leave that out for now and quickly go over the rewards that you'll receive once you defeat it. When defeated, Sinspawn Dewey will drop 2 skill spheres, 2 black magic spheres, and either a MP plus 10% weapon or a silence touch armor with 2 to 3 slots. You'll also gain 11,111 AP finishing the battle there. But yeah, I know this is probably going to be 6 to 10 encounters right here, so this is where the real struggle is going to start. I need to get Titus on the front line. I keep forgetting. It's such a bad habit of mine that he's okay. Okay, so really nothing special here except for the lizard thing. I definitely think I want to dark attack that. I would prefer to do it with Kimari, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Okay. Well, if anybody was gonna get berserked, Orin is probably the best one for that to happen to. That is not so great, however. It's not that Orin necessarily needs his MP, it's more so that him not having that MP until we get to the next save spear is gonna kind of suck. Like, he doesn't have a ton of MP using moves, but even still, right?
Aid us.
Like, that would be a lot worse if it hit, like, Yuna or Lulu here. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. We're gonna have to
Light
do
shines
that for
strong.
sure.
Our woe woe be gone.
Yeah, that thing's super annoying. Maybe like a silence attack is somewhat necessary against it. Yeah, now Orin has like 0 MP at all for the rest of, like, unless we want to walk back to the save sphere, but that's basically just committing to 2 more encounters minimum. Okay, well this thing is dealing all the damage currently, but if it osmoses Yuna or Lulu, I'm gonna be kind of upset. Seems like it's only going after Orin. Maybe it's programmed that way. Sadly, I have some of the worst characters that can possibly be berserked right now in my party. Definitely, okay, so if I go against this thing again, it needs to die first. For sure. Like, I committed to the lizard thing first, because I figured it was going to be more of an issue. But this thing is way more of an issue. Like, I'm going to have no MP for the rest of this part of the... I'm going to have to go back to the save sphere. I don't have a choice. There's just no way you can clear all of this with no MP. I also don't even know if the Berserk status effect can wear off. It feels like it's just going to come down to if Orin is ever going to hit a attack or not. And I'm guessing this thing has like really high dodge. Like I know his accuracy is not super high, but he's missed like 6 times in a row probably. Yeah, we're most definitely getting wiped here. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut back to me reloading for you because there's just nothing to do in this fight. Yeah, so definitely going forward, if we get that guy in a encounter, he needs to at the very least be silenced, but I think he needs to be like the first target we take out. He cannot. I just thought he was gonna like buff the other character. I was like, oh, like whatever, I don't care.
Back on the field.
Maybe Auroch Reels isn't the best option here, but we're gonna go for it. God. Okay, well, on the bright side, it killed the one thing that I needed to worry about in the fight. Lulu's dead. Kind of why I wanted an Auroch Reel. I figured it gave me the best chance of actually surviving the fight. Yuna knows life now, right? Yeah.
Return to us.
Better than using up a Phoenix down. I'd rather save stuff like that for boss fights. The little thing casting spells is annoying, but it shouldn't do enough damage that I need to worry about it.
Mend us.
Is it worth balancing this? Probably. Just so I can clear this encounter a little bit quicker. I don't remember if the pollen did damage or if it just inflicted status effects. I think it was just status effects. Hopefully it was just status effects, because if it does a lot of damage, that's gonna really suck. A little greedy, but getting a couple more heals in here with like no MP cost is kinda useful. Not gonna get too greedy though. Okay, yeah, it's just status effects. That's fine. I just have to keep in mind not to kill that too early in the fight, otherwise. I'm glad I tested in the fight arena thing before we got that encounter. Okay. So this encounter is only annoying because of the thing that guards.
As you wish.
So I can't kill this, and I can't silence this. That's the main issue. We did not do a lot of damage to that. So is it currently guard, like, it hasn't cast guard yet, so is it currently guarding, or do I have a turn to... Okay, I do get a turn to respond to it first. What is... I want to kill the raptor first, so ice is the way to go. Okay, now we cannot hit anything other than this. It takes half damage from ice. That would be why we didn't do any damage. And Orin only has one. No, I have 2 weapons with him. Which one's going next? This thing? All the things to be going next. He doesn't have any way to damage it other than flare. That's a pretty big commit to a lot of our MP early on. But we could get wiped by this encounter if we don't do it. Can't dark attack it. I think this thing's gonna eat the flare anyway, so like what difference does it make what we use, right? Nice.
Who did that?
Calm down.
Yeah, that thing is super annoying with the raptor in front of it. I have to admit.
Gotcha
A
covered.
fire weapon would go so crazy. Yeah, I figured. Okay, so it does seem like magic does go through the guard. It didn't seem like it did before. We're in a really tough position right now.
Aid us.
I can't kill the big thing because it takes half damage from ice, and Ornn's the only one that can deal the piercing damage to it. I mean, I can kill it, it just takes forever. How much health do you have? Still 480, huh? I don't have anybody that can kill this thing. I guess Waka can dark attack it.
Back on the field.
Using so much MP just for this fight, man. And it's still hitting me through darkness, of course. How much? It's 26. Maybe it's just a mega potion here. Doesn't have a ton of MP left. Maybe just a couple high potions. Like that. Those are seemingly a little bit more readily available currently. Okay, that helps as well. Hopefully that's enough.
No worries.
You're the first thing that's going, for sure.
Ow!
Please don't put Walker to sleep, man. That's so disgusting. I really just need to focus on killing that thing before I even consider if this fight is a win or a loss, because if that thing stays alive, I'm absolutely dead. There's no chance.
Sorry, maybe next time.
Oh my, he has 1 HP. Excuse me, I delay attacked that, and it said that I was gonna get a turn with Lulu before this thing got a turn. I'm not happy right now. Okay. Well, at least this thing's off the board. I can definitely kill this with Kamari since he's immune to fire. Seems like it's just going to take a little while. Well, that was fun. This definitely feels like a spot to use a Mega Potion. It's a little scary because obviously those aren't going to be handed out like candy.
Back on the field.
Going first, this thing. This thing doesn't have a turn for a while. I mean, it's not going to kill it, but... I only have one silence attack left, so... Well, I guess I have no more silence attacks left. Go figure. These things are cheating, man, because I'm looking at the turn orders and it's like, yeah, you'll get a turn in right here, and then I get to my turn and I'm not getting a turn in. Not too worried about the little thing. It's not dealing that much damage. It's the tri-fires that are really catching me. Kind of want to save Kamari's overdrive. Or it at least does a decent amount of damage to those things.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done. Okay, what's in here? 3 antidotes. Just what I needed. Who's faster? So in order, it's Titus, Yuna, Waka are my fastest characters. So they should probably be frontlining most often. Waka having like no MP this run really sucks. A preemptive strike, I never get those. I don't know who deals the most damage between Titus and Waka, but I think it's Titus. Kamari, if you could, like, not get hit when the guy is blinded, that'd be so sick, dude. Thank you. I don't think I'm asking for too much. Jesus. Do we need to heal Kamari? Nah. I think it's good that he has, he's kind of starting at half health, right? Like, gives him more gusto.
In the end, but seeing their fierce, so I decided.
Good for you. Now, can you help me? Because, like, I'm getting my ass kicked over here. This one first. This thing? Does this do anything? Kind of. I don't think I'm gonna hit it if I do that, but... Please don't berserk somebody bad. That's really bad, actually. I needed him to hit the... Jeez, this is gonna be tough. I needed him to hit the lizard thing. Good job, guys. Yeah, I figured it would always either reflex or osmos or something. I didn't think that it would immediately berserk somebody. And I was like, well, as long as I get the lizard thing off the board, like, I'll probably be okay. I was wrong. Well, I was actually so confident that I was going to make this run of the road, the Mushroom Rock Road, with only like 2 resets, because I like reset once in the very beginning and then once like as the very first fight as we came up this way. I was like, oh wow, like I'm actually doing really well, like maybe I can do this without having to reset 16 times. And then like that encounter just seems unnecessarily difficult for some reason. I wasn't expecting it to hurt that much. Ooh. We might be dead. Orin might survive. Yeah, just barely. Okay, never mind. Just gonna take 6 turns in a row, I guess.
Eject.
Did not know it used ultra quick hit. I thought, yeah, it'll be close, but I'll hit with the Orin. He'll survive whatever happens. Apparently not. Who would have thought that thing would have a AoE attack, man? I knew it was going to be strong. I just didn't think it was going to be that strong. Maybe I need to charge up Yuna's overdrive, like when I get into, like when I reach a save sphere, maybe I should sit by the save sphere and grind up her overdrive a little bit. Is that crazy? Like, is it out of the question to, like, grind up her overdrive so that if I get into a situation where I like really need to win the fight, I can do that um, without too much fear. Okay. Please don't Osmos Lulu, bro. Like, come on. Okay, dude. This thing is so annoying.
Light shine strong, our woe be gone.
Get out of here. I forgot that it's an armored enemy. It's just gonna eat any damage I put into it.
Let's end this.
Just in case I don't kill everything here, I have an extra layer of protection. I think I will kill this. Obviously, I'm not gonna leave that to be the last thing alive.
Mend us.
This is gonna be so tough going forward. I might have to just give Lulu and the ether I have. I don't think I have much of a choice. Like, her getting Osmosed really sucked. But she's the only damage output I'm going to have. Oh, man. Sucks so bad. Like, what choice do I have, though, right? Like, I don't have Lulu in my fights. I can't fight any of the elementals. Like I said, she's like the highest damage output that I have in the game. Without her, we're just like we're never getting there. Totally forgot to fix my party once again. I wonder if with the magic booster weapon, if Prey does like 300 healing. That's actually like pretty significant overall to 3 characters hitting like 350, 300 healing in total. I'm actually gonna keep Waka and Lulu out. I think I need them in case this guy shows up. Fortunately, we got a preemptive strikes, so...
No worries.
See ya!
Yeah, I don't mean to be like super annoyed, by all of this. It's just really frustrating to like get into fights that have essentially no counterplay to them. Okay, that took forever. Yuna has 23 MP left. I think this is about where I was when I used the Mega Potion last time, but I might just get away with doing this, I think. The concern just becomes, like, whoever you put in the front line, you don't have access to them on the first turn.
Truly,
So, like,
I know nothing of. I'm hoping.
if I needed Yuna, then I couldn't use her. If I needed Lulu, then I can't use her. You know, and like all of your really tanky characters are characters that you don't really want frontlining the fight most of the time.
Miss me? Farewell.
Yeah, so we should keep Yuna off of the front line now. If we get into a really tough situation where I don't think there's a way out, probably best to move her up. And we can just summon something, depending on what the encounter is. A little scary putting Kamari up front when he's solo health, but he has the Null Blaze. So statistically speaking, he's going to be able to eat that damage if we were to like get ambushed or something. Hopefully whatever's in this chest is really good. That is okay at best. I don't really have a great place to use it. I mean, everybody kind of needs to be healed. I have a good bit of potions, actually. Potions can probably start being a little bit... I can be a little bit less greedy with, I think. Just because they don't heal a ton of HP, and we're getting to that point where 200 really isn't so significant. Like, it's still a decent bit, but it's not enough that you're like, oh, I definitely have to make sure I can heal the health back, but the spell cast I have no way of getting any more of. Walka's out of MP now, so I have no more silence attacks with him. I still have my dark attacks, but the dark attacks really don't do anything for this part. There's only the Garuda that I think that you want to dark attack, and Kamari can take care of that. I'm assuming there's going to be about one more encounter from here. Which does Yuna have? 5. We might just have to... I think we'll just have to do this. Something like that, I think. Waka can frontline, I guess, because if he takes damage early on, it's not that big of a deal. I'm anticipating one more encounter before we get there. This might just be where I... rip some overdrives out. Actually was kind of a bad idea, because if I killed the if I had killed the flower thing, I actually probably would have died. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting the death animation, like it takes a second for it to do the thing. Is there a save sphere on the other side of this? I don't remember. Yes. I don't think there's encounters up here. Okay, that's helpful. I don't think there are encounters up here, but if there are and I die, I'm gonna be a little bit sad. There's probably, what's this? I don't remember this. There's probably an autosave. Defending armlet. There's probably an autosave when you go up the, I guess I know there is, because I saw a little chocobo thing in the corner, so even if I die here, it's not the end of the world. Get this out of the way. Valifor's probably better, since it doesn't do fire damage.
Please, fight with us!
Valifor was always my least favorite Aeon, you know? Which is, like, so strange considering it was the first one that you got. Like, you would think that you would, you'd really appreciate your first Aeon, but I don't know, I never really liked it. $400 gil. Don't mind if I do. No encounters, no encounters. I just want to get to the save sphere, please. No. Okay, I'm sorry. How am I supposed to, get out of this alive? Surely they're all capable of being petrified, right? Yeah. Yeah. Genius. Good thing I've been saving up these overdrives I've been getting. Let me make sure I put... We're so close. We're right there. We did it. We're at the save sphere. Holy. Yeah, that one wasn't... I think the Mian High Road was actually a little bit more difficult in terms of challenge compared to that. I think that wasn't super difficult per se, it just was really obnoxious and had a lot of like annoying enemies that just I don't know. Yeah, sir, I'm trying to talk to you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I think the Mian High Road was a little bit harder than that. I think that just had a lot of like status effects attached to it. A lot of enemies that set you up for failure, but as long as you took them out quickly, you were fine. So it was more just a method of party management than it was anything else. And then like getting Osmosed, like it was just so annoying for it's really annoying to have to deal with that. Don't care. Little do I know that I'm missing out on
Monopoly's a... Oops.
The rule breaker is interesting. Poison touch is always a good, or not always a good, but like it could be a really powerful thing for Walker to have. Most of the enemies that Walker wants to try to beat, he can't really do a lot of damage to. I don't think it's good enough that we want to take it. If I knew that the bosses were a little bit more prone to poison, I would consider it. But I don't know that they are. So maybe I'm making a mistake. Maybe it is smart to grab that, but we're not too far off from being able to customize our weapons and stuff, so. Like if I wanna have poison touch on stuff, I can always get it. I'm gonna cut here. It's not the end of the episode. We're still gonna go and fight the boss that is upcoming, but that took about an hour and a half. Hopefully it doesn't take as long for you, because of my incredible editing skills. But I will, I'll just be taking a quick break so I can refresh my mind and hopefully...
Are you ready?
No.
Please hurry.
Don't tell me what to do. Hopefully I'll be able to beat this pretty quickly. So yeah, I'll be back in just a second. Okay, we are all set, ready to go.
Are you?
Let's give this a shot. I'm expecting to get wiped pretty quickly. So what do we have? I don't have a character in with sensor. Picks on the character in the center. Looks like picks on the character at the lowest health. Okay, so it looks like the gimmick of this fight is just going to be kind of putting everybody in the correct place. So I know these guys just come in and hit you. I don't remember what the main body does though. One good thing is that now that we have enough MP to get a couple of haste in, we'll do a little bit better now. Yeah, let's just start with a cheer and see what the boss wants to do. Okay. And if I remember rightly, arms are armored. So just hitting them's not going to do much, and you can't reach the head with non-magic attacks. One thing I'm not sure about is if it's just going to stick to Fyra, or if it's going to cycle through different spells. So I'm going to start with Yuna healing herself. Okay. Okay, it is not immune to silence, so that is good. So the head's gonna go next. I would like to get Lulu in to haste her. Which one's going next? The head, right? And the head is the one that picks on the lowest health character, so it's gonna hit Waka. I want to Null Blaze in anticipation of it firing again. Well, I guess it can't, right? So I don't need to. I think we can just bring Orin in. Start swinging at these. Okay, it can still do that, I guess. That's fine. I don't expect Waka to be too important in this fight. We're gonna have a lot of turns coming up here. Sadly, I think Waka's just gonna die. I don't think there's anything I can necessarily do about that. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Warren does not get a counterattack, it seems, when that happens. Let's just check. Yeah, I just wanted to see if it still blocked its central parts. So if I remember rightly, the best way to deal with this thing was to just break the arms and then kill the head. And then once the head was gone, it was pretty much like nothing to worry about. The tough thing is that the head has a lot of HP, and I think Warren's the only one that can actually deal the damage to the arms. We're not doing a ton of damage. We don't have armor break, so we can't do anything with that. This might be a fight where Lulu's not as important, but at the same time, she's always going to be your damage dealer, right? Although she only did 100 damage with her thunder at 2 times damage. So I think we're gonna go these 3 first. And I think using Orin's guard is going to be somewhat prominent in this fight. That's what it seems like. I put Kamari up front over Yuna. Let's try this first. If this doesn't work, I might swap Kamari and Yuna. Because it might have something that you can lance it off of it. And getting Kamari's overdrive up and running early on is really important. Okay. So what takes the damage when Orin swings back? Is it just the... yeah, it's just the center part. Can't get rid of the curse, unfortunately. I think, if I remember rightly, Power Break will still go through the arms, even though they're going to block the attack. But I think we need to potion here. That thing hurts. He does get his counterattacks in, though. I don't think this is going to matter too much, but I am starting to kind of get an idea of the strategy I want to develop. Okay, so it does use different spells each time. Good to know. Let's see if it gives anything off of Lancet. Okay, the head doesn't. I'm assuming the body's not going to either. And obviously, like, a dark attack's not going to do anything, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're just kind of testing here. Obviously, not really much I can be doing. So it looks like it's going between Fyra and Waterga. That curse might come to bite me later on, depending on who gets it. Okay, let's try again. I need to swap Orin's weapon as well. I don't think the counterattack is worth him dealing half damage. What's going first again? I meant to put Waka in the back line. I'm gonna keep this silenced, I think. Bring Titus back. Ace Orin. Who's going next? Head again. It's probably gonna kill Waka. I don't think I can do anything about that. I mean, I can heal him, but... Okay, Toxin's actually not bad. So I'm wondering if I power break the center, it still works. I don't remember. I think it does, but I genuinely don't remember. Seems like it does. Okay, who's going? Center. And the right. So I think I have to heal Waka here, unless I can get him out. Which I could by hasting him, but that's a haste that I'm losing for another character. And I would rather put it on like a Kamari. So I think I'd rather just heal him. Realistically, I'm gonna pull him out as soon as he gets a turn. He's just really slow right now. So we're gonna start getting our cheer stacks in. Okay, we need to hit the head. We'll get a haste on Kimari. Can I get a weapon switch in? I guess it doesn't really matter because Orin only has 2 weapons. What's going next? That is... I'm gonna focus the left arm first, I think. That's the one that's going to be dealing damage to Titus, and I don't want him to die. What's going next? Head. I have to hit the head. And the right arm in the center. Yeah, I have to hit the head with something. Otherwise, this is not going to be good for me. It's good that Kamari has a fair bit of agility. Kind of sucks if I miss a... cheer stack on Titus here, so I think I'd rather heal. It's not the end of the world. What goes next for him? Head. the left arm. So Lulu's gonna take a hit here. She should be fine. I think her defense is high enough. Could thunder something. I almost kind of want to swap. Maybe now's a good time to swap Waka in. Yeah, he's gonna take the poison tick, but I can re-silence the head, and it seems like this thing being silenced is really important. But he has dark. He's dark right now. The head and the left arm going. Yeah, I mean, if it casts Water Go, somebody's gonna die. So I think this is the right thing to do. And then can Orin guard? He should be able to take the hit. He has one cheer stack right now. He's gonna take the hit from the head as well. It just comes down to, I think maybe he should just heal himself, right? That kind of makes sense. I think he could take both the hits, but I'm not confident. Okay, that's fine. Let's bring Titus back in. Kind of sucks that we're missing a cheer stack on Kimari, but there's not really much else for him to be doing in this moment. Okay, this will be number 3, number 2 for Kimari. That's fine. Which arm was I hitting? I was hitting this one. Which one's going next? Right arm, that's fine. This will be... Is the head going next? The head is going next. Gonna go after Titus. Okay. Kimari goes, then he's gonna take a hit. I'll just use this time. We can get our last cheer stack in on Orin now. Who's gonna hit the head? Because the head gets a turn soon-ish, so probably better to just hit the head while we can. Oh, I don't have to stress about it because I think Waka's still kind of incapacitated currently, and I really don't want to find out what the head does when it attacks. So. Center, head, right is going. Can he tank that much damage? I guess it just depends on what the head does. Gonna cast fire, right? Or it's gonna do toxin. Maybe this is the sort of party that I should be looking to keep in. Do I want to get one more cheer in? Probably, right? Should be 5 on Orin, 4 on Kamari. I think 4 on Titus as well. Going next is the head in the left arm. I can technically take the left arm out if Titus can do 200 damage to it. I just don't know if he can. Waka is still pretty much going to be useless. I don't want him tanking the hit, so I think I'll leave Yuna in. And we'll heal up Orin a little bit. Okay, this should be the left arm done. Yeah. Whether or not it's going to regenerate, I don't know yet. So all 3 of them are going to take a turn. Mari will probably die if I don't heal him and or put somebody else in. It is missing a lot, which is good. Don't hit Yuna, please. I didn't realize she didn't have It's gonna get a turn if I don't swap Orin out for somebody that can hit it. Which would not be Wako, which means it's Lulu, which means I think this one is cooked. Yeah, I think this attempt is done. I don't think I can I don't think I can get there with any of my characters. Lulu's the only one that can hit it. But she's gonna die for it. Yuna's gonna die from the head's attack. Well, I guess maybe she can dodge it. Okay, dispel its power break. And then killed Yuna. Yeah, unfortunately I think that's it. I think I gotta restart here. Even with Kamari hasted, he just still doesn't get any turns in, man. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Maybe he's not the one that I want hasted in this fight. Is he not hasted? I'm sure that I... Oh, he's slowed now. That's why. Let's see. Something the boss is doing is causing slow. I don't know how much slow proof stuff I have. Alright, let's just give it another shot. I'm not sure if it's the toxin that's causing the slow. Yeah, the poison breath must be the attack that it does when the head's moving. I'm not sure if it's the toxin doing the slow or something else. Okay, it feels like the body gets the least amount of turns. Obviously, I'm not confident in that, but I'm gonna try to keep my lower HP people on the outside, on the inside, and then my higher HP people on the outside. So is this what's causing the slow? Yeah, that's what's causing the slow, it seems like. Now he has slow effect. Obviously, there's no way to remove that. I think we'll just sub him out here in a second. Might just haste Kamari and then leave it at that, right? You have a piercing weapon on? No. I don't think he needs it for the arms. It's just for the... Yeah, the arms have armor. The main body doesn't. We're gonna sub him out. And bring in Waka and have Waka silence attack the head again. This thing not casting spells actually does help quite a bit. Try to take out Kamari's arm first. Considering starting to just bang on the head a little bit. Could also get... Ow. Could also get some focus stacks going. Maybe that will help a bit. We can definitely try it. It can't hurt. Who's it gonna toxin? It really sucks. It keeps toxining the people that are hasted. Probably built that way, obviously, but suppose he just has to take an antidote here. That is tight as dead. That is tough. Yeah, the slow effect, man, it hurts so much. Maybe I should be saving my haste for after it uses that. The problem is, like, it just does so many status effects that I don't really know. I don't know how to counteract that. Like, we don't have any weapons or armor that stop that from happening. Yeah, sadly the problem isn't the slow in and of itself. It hits you with so many status effects at once that I think, like, the easiest way to get rid of them obviously is to Asuna them, but often it's Kimari is the one getting hit, and if it's not Kamari, a really good attempt going not too long ago, but for some reason I've fallen flat on my head here. I figured this was going to be a tough fight. I just didn't think it was going to be this difficult to, like, form a plan Okay, so Lulu's the only one with slow-proof armor, meaning she is the only one that can technically tank the toxin attack. So I'm gonna have her in. The only issue is that Orin, even though he's my highest, yeah, he's always the highest health. I guess this time what I need to do is heal Orin rather than putting Titus back in so that Lulu's the one that takes the toxin attack here. Yeah. Now Orin can get the power break in. That should help a lot, because it basically like halves its damage, from what I can tell. Then I shouldn't need Lulu in. Like now we should be able to start doing some setup, right? This is tough because I think it's gonna cast Water Gu on its turn, and I don't have any way to stop it. I can silence attack it actually. But now I feel like it's just gonna toxin and hit Yuna. Maybe it'll just demi here. No, it can't demi. It's just gonna start moving. Okay. I'm fine with that. I'll have Kamari lance at it just so that I don't have to stress about it. Only thing that sucks is Orin is the lowest HP, so if it does toxin here, now it's Kamari. Did I not haste Orin? I'm okay with Kamari getting slowed if it does use toxin. Okay, it doesn't have a turn coming up actually, so it should be okay. I want to start getting cheers in now. But I do need to heal as well. What's gonna come up? Head. Orin attack. Kamari attack. Just a question of what the head's gonna use. I don't know what it's gonna use, and if it hits Titus or Orin with slow, I'm gonna be kind of upset. Anything else, I don't really care. Yeah. That's the one person I probably don't want to be slowed necessarily, although I guess Kimari and Lulu are probably going to be more important to this in the long run. I need to silence the head again, I think. Is there anything Orin can do right now? Not really. What's gonna attack? Right arm, left arm, right arm and head. It's silenced, but it is gonna hit Kimari with Toxin most likely. I guess that's fine. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, right? Okay, it's just gonna start moving, actually. Lulu has poison right now. What's going next? Left arm. Waka will have a turn. I'm fine using a turn on Waka just to hit the head. I want to get a cheer stack in, I think. I really would like to get Lulu in and cured, if at all possible. What's going? Waka, Orin, head. I don't know what the head's gonna use. I'm assuming it's gonna be Toxin this time. If it does Toxin, it hits Kimari. Okay, now it would hit Waka. Okay, it just didn't go. I think now is a good time to Mega Potion. Everybody's kind of hurting. Got a pretty heavy load that's about to come. No way. Oh, the head's still silenced. Left arm I can break. And Orin's gonna take another hit. Not on Orin. It's on Kamari. Good thing is that Kamari can Asuna himself, so he can deal with the slow a little bit better. No, I need to walk at a silence attack again. Now we can start beating up the other arm. What's going next? The middle. Waka gets a turn. Seems like, well, I need to, Or needs to Asuna himself because he has slow currently. It's kind of weird that you can't Asuna curse. Never really understood that. Waka can hit the head. Was the head moving suspiciously? I don't remember. Yeah, it is. Orin's gonna take a hit. Head's gonna have a turn. I'm assuming. We're gonna keep assuming that it's gonna be Toxin every time. Maybe it would be good to heal Waka, but then Orin takes it. I don't want Orin to take it. I'd rather Waka take it. Truthfully. We could bring in Lulu. She won't. No, she's not low enough health for it to matter. I think I just want to keep swinging at these arms. It'll slow down the damage that it's dealing. Until they regenerate, at least. Okay. Bring Lulu in, I think. Takes extra damage from Thunder. Oh, she's hurting. What's up with Titus? He's just dark. What's going next? To the arm, I'm assuming? Unfortunate position that somebody has to be in here. Waka's poisoned. He can't really do much unless he heals himself. Yuna can probably take a hit and heal Orin. Yeah. But I need to get Waka back. I think I have to let Waka... I don't know what to do here. The head's gonna have another turn soon, and I need to silence it before that happens. Or... I can just pray that it doesn't hit Kamari with Pyro. Maybe that'll be enough, you know? Another Mega Potion feels a little bad. If I heal Yuna, it hits Orin. If I heal both of them, it hits Kamari. Just the head going, right? Yeah, I think I have to heal every... Well, if I... Here's the problem. If I heal Yuna and it toxins, that's fine. If I heal everybody and it toxins Yuna, feels like it's going to be a waste of a Mega Potion. If I just heal Yuna, it's going to hit Orin, and if it hits Orin and it's toxin, I think this attempt is going to be over. And I don't have anybody that can come in and tank it. If it water goes, it's fine. I feel like it's gonna water go, right? Like, makes the most sense. I don't think this kills that. Sure. I don't want to change any of the health states currently. Maybe healing Orin there was actually not that bad. Just to set us up for the future. We really need to get Waka healthy again. What's gonna go? Orin's gonna take a hit. That's fine. Maybe the Mega Potion here. Let Waka take the poison tick. Orin takes a hit. No. Something has to hit the head. Middle's going, yeah. We definitely have to hit the head here. This also makes it so if it does toxin, it'll hit Lulu again. Which is fine. Definitely have to get a heal in on Orin here. Who's taking hits here? Lulu. And then the head's going. I'm assuming the head's going to use toxin. But that means Lulu's going to die. I kind of think I have to, right? The only way she survives for sure, unless it uses Fyra, but I don't think it will. I think it's going to use Toxin this time because it just used the spell. How much health does the arm have? 227. Orin could kill it. Technically. And Kamari gets a turn. I think it does give Lulu the best chance of surviving. If I break the arm. Well, I was incorrect. Oh, but it's gonna hit Orin. Okay. Not confident there. Okay, now we definitely have to heal Orin. We should be starting to deal some damage to the body now. And it should still be under power break, yeah. I'm just scared that it's gonna have like a second phase or something. Oh, the head's getting 2 turns. I do not like that. I did not like that a lot. Yeah, the toxin's gonna go on Lulu. It won't kill her, but this attack probably will, yeah. That's okay, though. Kimari can lance at the head. I definitely do not want that going off. Orin can Phoenix down Lulu. Maybe she'll get a turn before she dies again, and I can swap her out for somebody. Nice. So we're at 68-74. The head's gonna take a turn. It'll hit Lulu. It's probably gonna cast Fyra this time, which will definitely kill Lulu. Is Yuna poisoned? No, she's fine. Except it will hit her if I leave her in. Might just be about keeping Orin as healthy as possible. And just finding a time to swap Lulu out. My last Phoenix down. Fortunately, every time it tries to hit Orin's gonna get a counterattack in. So we're still dealing decent damage to the body. That's not good. Kind of hoping I had a couple more turns without that happening. What's going next? Of course. Is it smart to bring unit? No. The venoms, there's just zero chance, or toxins, there's zero chance that unit survives that. Waka's dark, right? Yeah. And I feel like I'm so close, but I don't think I'm quite there. I could get Lulu swapped out for somebody. I think I could do it. It's just not quite there yet. Is Kimari slowed? No. Yeah, I just needed to make sure. Feels like he hasn't gotten a turn in forever. Should have been hitting this arm. Yeah, it's gonna go again. Definitely gonna kill Lulu again. I just don't know what to do. Like, if I heal, even if I heal her, it's just gonna cast something that kills her. And I can't bring anybody in because nothing can tank this hit. It would just come down to if Yuna dodges the hit or not. My healing her is not going to be enough because it's going to cast Waterga or Fyra. Yeah, I don't know what to do. What's taking the next turn? The head, of course, as always. I have to hit it this turn. I don't even have a choice. I want to see how much Flare is going to do. I don't think it'll be nearly enough, but it's like nothing basically. I was hoping it was gonna be like 1500 or something, so I could like start considering like targeting it a little bit more. Yeah, I think we gotta restart again. Not sure there's much I can do from this position. Was it only the body that took damage from that? That's kind of weird. Or did just everything take 1100 and it just kind of gave me one uniform number? Yeah, once we cracked the arms down, we were actually doing really good damage. Once they regenerated, we just did not have the pressure to keep that up. I think getting those cheer stacks in on Orin is really important. But he needs to have 5 stacks. Well, we have had a couple of good attempts so far, which is good. They have not converted for us, sadly, but hopefully this one will change that. Yep. Saw that coming. Jesus, man. Like, I know I didn't get my haste off or anything, but like, it gets 6 turns in a row. How much less setup can I get in? But you gonna get hit by the toxin, I guess. I would rather have the protection from the water over anything else. I don't really care if she's poisoned darkened, as long as she has a little bit of health. Why does the head always move suspiciously right after I hit it? Anybody ever wonder that? Just me. Of course it's going next. Everybody's gonna take a hit here. Try to determine if Titus can tank it if I give a cheer off. Maybe if I switch weapons. He gets another turn in a little sooner. Let's try it. Just barely. Who's going next? That's fine. Already power broke this, right? Yep. Maybe just rip the Mega Potion now, right? It's not that bad. Doesn't hurt too much. I just can get a couple more cheers, and I think he's done 2 so far. I'll get 5. Maybe we should haste Kamari as well. Kamari's supposed to be the toxin thing, though. I want the toxin to be going on him as often as possible. I don't really have a way to make that happen here. Just hit an arm, I think. Actually, I shouldn't have done that, because now the toxin goes to Orin unless I bring Yuna in. He's gonna lose her haste because of that. That kind of sucks. Light misplay there. Should have healed Orin, I think. Alright, now I think I kind of have to commit to this. Comes the head with like a water gun. Enough of that. Probably good to put up another null tide, right? Just in case. It's not good. I thought it would heal him a little bit more. I'm gonna restart this one. I need Orin to keep his haste. I'm not gonna be able to bring Titus into get it in again, fortunately. That was kind of dumb because Walker's gonna die anyway. I'm obviously just gonna reset this run. Forgot to put my party in the correct formation before I came in. Not that I would have had a choice. I was dead either way. Apparently. Alright, we've got the correct people in this time. That's the wrong thing. I just want to see if we can poison the head. I actually think this fight is super winnable. When I hit it with Waka, it didn't say that it was immune to poison or anything. So it leads me to believe that you can. What's going next? The head. Right arm. Yeah, it didn't have like a... like an indicator of it being immune to poison. So I think it... No, it's poison touch, right? Not poison... Like, what am I supposed to do about that? I guess I just missed that it was getting a turn. That is my bad. Yeah, it's a poison touch weapon, not a poison strike weapon, so it's actually not going to ever poison it, right? I believe that is how it works.
Are you?
And that first attack that it gets in just does so much damage. I don't think Dark Attack does anything, right? I don't want to start aiming at the head a little bit more, but you just do so little damage to it. It's like, what difference does it make? Yeah, this is going to be a turn that hurts quite a bit. Fact. Yuna might die if it uses water. Might need to haste her so she can swap out. Even if she swaps out, though, what difference does it make? Once it uses, I can swap into Waka, and Waka can stop it from using that. I don't know what it's going to use instead, but should be number 2. What's gonna go ahead? Left, right. Should just check and see. And not quick enough, sadly. Middle's gonna go, so we should have time for this. And then after it hits, I can Mega Potion. Get everybody back. In good standing. I'm guessing the head is about to go. Yep. Means Titus is losing his haste, but I still have one more cast, so maybe I can make it work. Kamari can also Asuna. It's not the end of the world. Also just swap them out. I like keeping this thing silent, so I don't have to worry too much about keeping everybody perfectly intact. I did power break this, right? Yeah. It's going next. Gonna go after Waka. Probably gonna use Toxin. Okay, that's fine. Waka might be dead. Everybody got really low health really fast. Use Kamari's turn to heal. That makes the left side of the party a little bit safer for now. That doesn't mean it's going to Toxin Kumari. I guess it's okay because he has the dark proof and everything. But definitely would rather him not be slowed. Fortunately, he'll get a turn next turn, so I can Asuna him. Everybody's gonna get a turn. We should be okay. Need to get some healing done. Next, the head. The head's still silenced. Not sure what it can use here other than toxin. Got a crit, that's good. I'll bring Lulu in now. I'm gonna have her heal Orin. I'm not sure if it regenerates when it hits 6,000 or if it's just gonna regenerate when a few turns pass. I'm not sure what I want to really be hitting right now. Feels like focusing on this is really important. Between the two of them, I think they can start to chip that thing down. Warren's really the only one that's going to be putting damage into this, though. And we're really just not like pumping out any damage, sadly. Better to save his overdrive or it's not gonna do enough to kill this. I guess this is a way for me to check and see if it's just gonna regen at 6,000 or if it's turn-based. Should do like 2,500, right? 1,800. It's not bad. Okay, that makes me feel like the arms are just gonna regenerate after 6,000. What's Yuna looking like? She's hurting. She does not look great. Titus, also not in great condition. Seems like we're kind of stuck right here. Fortunately, it does not matter if Lulu has dark. And she does only spell casting. What does matter is this thing is not silenced anymore. Okay, she can she can't Asuna herself. If she antidotes first, okay. Trying to avoid her Taking excess damage here. I have to assume it's going to water go here, since it's no longer silenced. It's maybe a little preemptive to silence it again, because it's not going to use another spell for a second, but rather be safe than sorry, I guess. He's still pretty rough. I'm guessing Kamari. I think he has slow attached to him, that's why I took him out, yeah. It's gonna be a... Ooh. He basically just isn't gonna get a turn in if I keep him in at any point. Seems like everybody's kind of delayed in their turn on this one. I think I used both my Mega Potions, yep. I mean, Katamari has time to heal. It's gonna be such a long time before he gets back in. Yuna's actually fine, and she's hasted, so she gets a lot of turns in. She just has darkness, which doesn't matter for her. She doesn't also. She also just doesn't do anything though. Like if I could get her in with someone else, it would be fine. But I can't risk Orin taking. I can heal Orin, have Yuna heal herself on the next turn. She gets hit by Toxin. It's not the end of the world, but I would prefer her to keep the haste. I just can antidote himself. Is he slowed currently? Yeah. He antidotes himself his next turn. A while away. He hastes himself. Next turn's pretty soon. Who's gonna tank the next? I'd have to swap Orin out for somebody who can tank the next Venom, which would be Lulu, I guess. Except that doesn't work because Titus is too low health. Unless I heal him, I guess. I prefer if Orin was in to help with this, but oh well. Sure, let's just hit the head. Why not? Get some more damage in. Yeah, I didn't really account for that. It was not on my list of things that I thought was about to happen. Cool. I kind of have to swap him out for somebody, right? That's not who I wanted to swap out. Una gets another turn. That is going next. I don't know what it's going to... I'm assuming it's just going to speed up, right? Because it just used Toxin, so it shouldn't do any damage. Or it shouldn't do Toxin. I'm just worried if it does Toxin to Una, I'm royally screwed. Because I want to heal Orin. And Una probably dies, though. It's crazy that it's double damage with Thunder and it's still only like 100 damage. Like, this thing's magic resist is crazy. Alright, this is my last silence attack. What did I set? I think I set Waka's Overdrive to Status Affliction. It kind of sucks that he's not quite there. What's going next? The head, I'm assuming? Yeah. Isn't it always? Wish there was a way to slow the head. That thing getting turns really sucks. That shouldn't kill her. I do have to take her out now, though. How was Lulu slow? Did I not change her armor? What's wrong with me? No wonder this fight's going so poorly. One crits. Not bad. Just walk us some survivability now. Maybe Lulu can dodge this next attack. Nice. Yeah, you're not going to be of any help to me, are you? That's fine. What's going next ahead? Well, it shouldn't fire us, so... If anything, it should water gun. Or toxin, obviously. The thing that sucks is now her haste is gone. don't think me hitting this really helps at all. But at least she's not stuck with being slowed. It's like the worst case scenario. And why I brought her in. So I figured keeping everybody at full health was probably my kind of last resort at this point. But I was kind of hoping. I probably should have left Waka lower HP so that she didn't get targeted. What are we looking like? Everybody gets a turn, huh? Obviously, Waka's gonna hit the head. Warren would have to crit to break this, so I think he's better off just healing himself. Yuna can cast. I think he has to heal Yuna, actually. Right? Okay, if he uses the item, only the head gets to go. Him. It will probably cast Fyra or Water Go. So as long as he's the lowest HP, it'll be fine. Oh, it's gonna. Did it just Toxin or did it Toxin the turn before? I don't remember. It just Water Go, right? So it's gonna Toxin this turn. I think I gotta heal. And I can't risk it. The last person I have with haste and the last person that can have haste. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't kill her. Yeah, it's not even that much damage, honestly. Does he like auto crit when it's low HP or something? What's this? Okay, at least it hits Yuna. Not sure if it like gives turn priority to her or something, or just her agility's so high that doesn't really matter. I'd like to bring in somebody that can deal a little bit more damage than Waka, but I think we just have to be okay with this. It said 1800 last time, so it should be enough to kill the body. I don't remember if the in the whoops. In the base game, you would usually take the head out first, because it only had like 2000 HP, and like that was like 4 thunders or something, because you just did so much damage to Lulu. I actually don't know if the head is a part of the body in the sense that interesting. Yeah, so access to the same spells, it seems. Yeah, all seems standard. Items are the same, can't change. I mean, it seems pretty obvious that it wants you to use his overdrive, right? Surely. Isn't this just Anima's overdrive? Yeah. Nice, quick, and easy. I was a little bit stressed out thinking that it might, like you would have to do this boss fight too. And I was a little bit worried about that. 2 skill spheres, 2 black magic spheres, guardian amulet. See what that does. Right after this commercial break. Yep. Silence touch. That's actually a really good ability to have. I will say, like, Kamari seems like the only one who's getting any armor. any armor or any weapons in my playthrough. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. But yeah, so we got about 16 sphere grids for everybody, 15 for a couple of people. So that should be a pretty big jump in power, I think, for everybody too. I think this is where I'm going to end the episode. It took me about 2 hours to beat that boss, so hopefully I'm able to chop that down into more consumable time amount. But thank you so much for watching. It was very much appreciated, and I'll catch you in the next one. And we'll go over the changes to the sphere grid in the next episode, just like I did for this one.